All of us have an aim in life. If you're a college student, you have assignments you need to complete. If your exams are around the corner, you will promise yourself that you'll do your best to prepare for the exams so that you can top the exam. If you are looking for a job, you need to prepare for that job. It takes no time for us to decide what we want to achieve, but then when it's time to work on it, we don't really do what we should be doing. There's an inherent feeling that tells you that you can do it tomorrow, and that it's okay if you relax for a while on Instagram, scroll through the web, or watch comedy videos on YouTube. While we put off things for tomorrow, we end up wasting time today, and tomorrow never arrives. This phenomenon is procrastination. In today's video, let's try to understand it from a scientific perspective, the psychology behind procrastination, and find the real solution to it. I won't be giving you a motivational lecture because I believe that motivation is fleeting. It lives for a short period of time. If you feel motivated after watching a video and start working powered with that motivation, you will be motivated for the next 2-3 days, but then the motivation would come crashing down and you stop working. Here we'd use science to go to the root cause of procrastination. According to Dr. Steele, one of the leading researchers in the world on the science of motivation and procrastination, in the last 40 years, he says there has been a 300% to 400% growth in chronic procrastination. Today, half the population in the world procrastinates. They procrastinate frequently. But why do we do so? We need to dig deeper. Think about the things you procrastinate doing. When you have to prepare for an exam or for a job interview, you procrastinate. But have you ever procrastinated while scrolling on Instagram? Or while watching a comedy video on YouTube? Nope. We procrastinate if it is an office project, or when we work out. Basically, we procrastinate when it is something important, something that requires a lot of effort, physical, mental, or emotional effort. We replace that task with something that is easier and more interesting for us, such as browsing on social media or watching a film. If there is a deadline for our task, wherein we need to finish it before the deadline, we procrastinate until we reach the deadline. Suppose we have to make a presentation and submit it tomorrow. Even this morning, you'll feel like procrastinating and scrolling through Instagram. We do it saying that it is just for 5 minutes, and we never know how 5 minutes turns into 1 hour. These websites have been designed in a way that even if you spend a little time on them, it sucks you in, and this little time turns into a long time. According to recent studies on students, approximately 80% to 90% of college students procrastinate. But in college at least, we're given a deadline so that somehow or the other we complete our work by the end moment. But what happens when there are no deadlines? Friends, in such cases, the procrastination may continue infinitely. There is no end to procrastination. Wasting time in college means you don't get good marks, or you may not get a good job. These aren't crucial. But procrastinating later in life would mean that your life may be full of regrets. Most of the people blame circumstances. They say that they used to have big dreams. They had high ambitions, but limited resources. But they know that they didn't try. They are now stuck with a permanent what-if feeling. To procrastinate on fitness and exercising means you will eventually gain weight. Nothing major. If you start eating healthy and start exercising, within a few months or years, you can lose weight once again. But if you continue procrastinating for years, one day it will come as a shock that you have diabetes. Some people don't even get this chance. They get sudden heart strokes and lose their lives. Apart from this, the consequences of procrastinating on emotional stuff are severe. You might dream of taking your parents on Hajj or Umrah one day, but that day may not come. If you keep procrastinating about this, one day you will find out that they passed away. As a result, you'll be left with heavy regret. It is not only about lifetime regret, it brings in stress, anxiety, and depression as well. So, if we are not happy with procrastination, why do we do it? Theory 1. The importance of loss. Aversion. Loss. Aversion is a concept that means people often dislike losing something more than they like gaining something. Let's illustrate this with a simple example. Imagine you have two choices. Choice A, you can receive a gift of $50. Choice B, you have a 50% chance of either winning $100 or losing $100. Most people would choose choice A because they prefer the sure thing, even though choice B could potentially give them more money. This is because they are averse to the idea of losing $100. We can relate this to the fear of failure. We procrastinate because we think we may fail and end up wasting our time. Theory 2. The challenge of immediate rewards. This idea is about preferring something you can get right now over something you'll receive in the future. Here's an example. Imagine you have a choice. Choice A, you can have one piece of chocolate right now. Choice B, you can have 2 pieces of chocolate, but you have to wait until tomorrow. Many people would choose choice A because they want the chocolate immediately. They are more interested in the immediate reward, 1 piece of chocolate now, than waiting for a larger reward, 2 pieces tomorrow. This is the reason students procrastinate when they are preparing for exam or job that is given after 2 or 3 years. Theory 3. The temporal motivation theory. This theory combines several ideas about motivation. It suggests that we are more motivated to do something when it aligns with our needs, when we expect to achieve a meaningful result, and when we can get the reward quickly. Let's break this down. Imagine you have 2 tasks. Task A. It's something you enjoy and are good at, and if you complete it, you'll get a reward right away. Task B. It's something you don't like, and the reward is far in the future. In this case, you'll likely be more motivated to do Task A because it matches your skills. You'll get an immediate reward, and it's something you enjoy. Task B might not be as motivating because it doesn't align with your needs, and the reward is distant. So, the temporal motivation theory tells us that motivation is highest when the task matches our needs. We expect to succeed. The reward means something to us, and we get it quickly. There are many things you can do to overcome procrastination. Identify your procrastination triggers. What are the things that make you most likely to procrastinate? Once you know what your triggers are, you can start to develop strategies for dealing with them. Set realistic goals. Don't try to do too much at once. Break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Create deadlines for yourself. Having a deadline can help you stay motivated and on track. Eliminate distractions. When you're working on a task, turn off your phone, close your email, and find a quiet place to work. Reward yourself. When you complete a task, reward yourself with something you enjoy. This will help you stay motivated and make procrastination less appealing. Procrastination is a common problem, but it's one that can be overcome. By understanding the science of procrastination and using the tips above, you can learn to manage your time more effectively and get things done. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.